Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. I Heart Aries. My name is Chelsea, and this is a channel where we do all Aries readings. And today I'm going to be doing the next 48 for you. Okay. I asked Spirit to give a reading here that someone needed to help them on their way and to help them heal. An encouraging reading, a healing reading. That is exactly what Spirit did. This is interesting because I've just sat with these cards for about 15, 20 minutes now. And I think it's always interesting how the book puts the interpretations of the cards and then the energy after reading the definitions and whatnot, but then seeing the energy of the cards, what they're saying. Is very interesting, and I think someone here really needs this reading today. Okay, so let me begin. All right, so let's take a look here. So from the what is this? Angels and Ancestors Oracle, we have Autumn. Okay, and I'm going to read from that, and then I'll show you the Kipper that came out. It says, "Release the old and rest." So there we have that. It says, release all the pressure and expectation weighing you down, shed it all so that you can recover before moving into a time of renewal. Autumn is often when the trees are preparing for the long, cold winter and must let go of all the weight they are carrying in order to continue to grow and prosper. Sometimes you too just have to surrender an aspect of yourself in order to continue to grow and prosper. The raven on the autumn card shows that there is an opportunity to heal at this time. In Celtic animal medicine, the raven is the bird of healing and initiation. The healing it brings is a shift that allows you to move into a more powerful psychic space where you can be more aware of your needs and desires and be better supported. Okay. The extended message says, you know what is heavy, what is holding you back. Is it a person, a situation, a dream? Like the trees letting go of their leaves and fruit in their autumn, it's time to let it go. When you hold on, you try to control reality, and that never works. When you let go, you make space for the new to enter your life. You are being guided by your angels and nature herself to release whatever is stopping you from moving forward. And you can do this. Okay. From the African Goddess Rising deck, we have number 29, which is Allah, and it is grief, the card of grief. So that lets you know right there what is a very difficult thing to let go of. It is grief, right? It doesn't grief of losing anything, a change, a transition, losing a relationship, a marriage, a loved one. Grief can be very heavy, and when I say heavy, it means that it could literally weigh you down and anchor you to wherever you are in life, right? So it's very hard to move forward. If it's hard to move forward, it's very hard to call new things into your experience. And so with the autumn card, it is, I feel that this heaviness that you've been feeling, not only has it been keeping you stuck or stagnant, it is heavy. And it takes a lot of energy to hold something up that is heavy. It takes a lot of energy for something to just be on your chest that is heavy. And that's why I love that this card, this autumn card, literally says release the old and rest. Not start new, not begin again, but to rest. Okay. To get your energy back before you move forward and have this new beginning. Okay. So the Kipper cards that came out were Pathway, we have Child, we have High Honor, we have Main Male, and we have Sudden Wealth. Okay. So it's very interesting. Okay, because yes, maybe somebody could be on the pathway to becoming a parent, to be having a child, to be a new beginning, but um after looking into this energy, after looking into these cards, I'm seeing here that what this is saying is that someone here has been on a journey. It could have been 1 to 2 years. It could have been that you're at the end of this journey now, or you're about to embark on it and you're about to begin. And let me tell you, 1 to 2 years could sound like a long time, but it'll go fast, right? If you are in the process of releasing. Trust me, I'm speaking from experience. But most of you could be at the end of this 1 to 2 year cycle where you have been releasing. Okay. The child energy can represent springtime. It can represent new things, of course, births, playfulness. It also can represent a rebirth of sorts, okay? But the child energy also represents a little bit of time, a small bit of time. So from the pathway to the child, it's like you've been on a very long journey. You've been on and there has been, you've reached the light at the end of the tunnel. And now there's a little bit of time here in between this next energy, which is the high honor. So after you've reached this, or you've started this new beginning here, okay, and some of you are still on this pathway. Some of you are still on this journey to releasing something that is very heavy, that you've been grieving. Grief is a process. But the next card here is high honor. And in most cases, in all cases, the high honor does represent a sort of initiation, a leveling up, a graduation. It could be a diploma, it could be a raise, but it definitely has something to do with the work that you've done. Whether this is your work, your business, your career, or your work on yourself. Okay. Main male. I think it's very simple, right? Can talk about a person. If you're a female, this could be a very significant person entering your life. Okay, your partner, your spouse, you know what I'm saying? A new beginning with a new man, right? Um, if it's the same sex, this main male can represent, you could be represented as the wealthy man, right? And this is the person that is coming into your life, or somebody here who is very abundant, which makes sense because sudden wealth is here. Um, and then if you are the male, right, you are about to, or how should I say this? Not about to. Seems like you are preparing yourself for this female to come into your life. Okay. And I like how this ends because we have the main male to the sudden wealth, and the main male is 1, and the sudden wealth is 11. So you have 111 here, you have 777. Now the sudden wealth, right? Sudden wealth can be getting lucky. It's money that you do not have to work for. And I thought this was interesting when I saw this progression, and I saw at the very end sudden wealth, and you just think, yay, money, I'm getting paid. Yeah, that's cool. But this also shows you, and this energy and this progression, how this goes is when you release things that are burdening you and that are very heavy and that weigh you down, how easy the things that you want to come in will come in. And I love it because there's main male is 1, and the sudden wealth is 11, 111, which represents alignment. Okay, and you know when you're in alignment, things come in easily. And so it's almost like everything that you're wanting, you're already on the path to receiving it. It's just more about you releasing what is heavy, taking the time to do so. Um, And you know what? I'm getting it's like someone here, the reason why it is just so easier said than done is that because someone here has been angered. Grief, a stage of grief is anger, right? There's depression, there's all those things, but somebody has been angered by something. And this thing that you've been angered by, you are allowing it to control your life. And in returning controlling your life, then you are stuck. And if you're stuck, you're not getting what you desire, what you want, what you hope for, what you pray for. And if you're not getting those things, then that's when the grief comes in. That's when the sadness comes in. That's when the despair comes in. And so I feel like this message here was very powerful because it is just, it's explaining here why you haven't received the things that you want yet. Has nothing to do with blockages. It has nothing to do with spell work. It has nothing to do with anyone stopping you. It just has to do with you not letting go of something that is very, very heavy and something that you think that you have always had to identify with. Something that has happened to you that was very painful and maybe unfair, but for whatever reason, you feel like you have to identify with this thing for the rest of your life. You feel like, and you hear me guys say this all the time, you feel like you have to tell this story over and over again. You feel like you have to spend a certain amount of time grieving things or people that leave your life. You know, I see this meme that goes around. And it kind of talks about how, you know, it's been going around for a while, and it says, um, you know, nobody ever talks about the pain or the grief um, that comes with cutting people off, right? When you're doing the right thing and you have to cut people off and yada yada. But I promise you this, dig a little deeper. Because if there's someone here that you needed to cut off and you needed to release because they were hurting you, and you feel such an utter pain and crippling pain of missing them and wanting them and wishing that it worked out, you haven't realized the reason that you cut them off yet. And it's that simple. You really haven't fully recognized yet why it was necessary to cut them off. Not because other people told you to and it looked bad and they were cheating on you and whatever else. You haven't, on a deeper level, at your core, you have not recognized why it was necessary and beneficial to cut that person off. Because I promise you, when you recognize that, it's going to feel freeing. It's going to feel good. It's going to feel like that anchor of grief has been cut, burned, released from you. And you can float to the top of the water. You're no longer drowning in emotions. You're no longer saddened. You're no longer burdened. And I'm not saying it doesn't hurt to cut people off, because it does. But when there was something that was unhealthy, cancerous, okay, or something that was uh, toxic, that was attached to you or affecting you in a very harmful way, if you're spending weeks and months and well, more significantly years, you know, grieving something that was toxic, you haven't realized yet why it really needed to go. And that's the most important part. Okay. So yeah, that's the reading. Now I'm gonna pull a few cards now. Even though I talked a lot, but I'm gonna pull some cards. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Let's take a look. Let's see. All right. Thank you. All right. Let's see here. What's going on here with the collective? What do they need to see? Holy Spirit, angels, clear message here from Aries collective. Yeah. 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 We have the Knight of Wands energy here. Moving ahead, very passionate energy, very exciting energy here. Tell me about what is challenging this collective. The Knight of Wands can also represent, in a love reading, someone here who may be very in and out, could be have very chaotic energy when it comes to who they extend their passion to. Yeah. So yeah, the challenge here is the Five of Wands. So that makes sense. We have the Five of Wands energy here. Tell us what the collective needs to focus on here in this situation. The Page of Pentacles. I'm going to pull. I'm just feeling like I need to pull before I need to speak about anything else. Tell me about what's in the past here. The Page of Cups. Let's see here. What's crowning the Aries collective? The Eight of Swords. Tell us what's coming in the near future for Aries. The Strength. The Ten of Wands here is in your advice and your energy. Let's see, in your environment. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Hopes and fears here. We have the Lovers. And the outcome. We have the Magician. Oh, Aries. Yeah. Let me just take a second here. Well, I know I'm definitely dealing with someone here who has spent many years or a very long time in relationships, and this doesn't just have to be with lovers, but we're going to say this is a love relationship. Relationships where you have been lied to blatantly, right? In order to manipulate you into staying in a situation longer than you needed to, okay? You have been dealing with people who were very passionate with you, but also very passionate with others, very chaotic with their sexual energy. And that may have excited you in the beginning, right? It was a spark. But when that energy is given to you, and it's given to you in a way of to hook you right on the line so you can't go anywhere. Um, and that's one thing about the Knight of Wands energy in the tarot when it's in this instance where it's a player energy, somebody who's very passionate with you and very passionate with other people. It's sometimes this can be derived from sexual addiction, um, lack of intimacy, things like that. But I don't want to say most times, but a lot of the times it's coming up because of they know what they're doing to you. And I'm seeing in a lot of these situations where because someone knows that this is going to hook somebody on the line and trap them in a relationship, this is why we call it a player. It's a game to them. They're playing. It causes a lot of pain. The word I just heard was psychosis. Um, and it starts this addiction. Almost like an addiction of pain for the victim, we'll just say victim, or the person who is suffering from this, right? Because you need it, you want it, it's good, it feels amazing, and then they pull it away, and then it hurts, and it's depleting, and it's you need your next hit, and and if you don't get it from that person, your energy will automatically send out a signal like a magnet to attract that same feeling. And what do? You attract somebody in that same energy again. And so what I'm seeing here is that someone here has been put in that energy time and time and time and time again. And then you release it and you try to heal and you start anew. But some reason you continue to attract that same type of energy. right? And then we're here with this Eight of Swords energy where it's just so much. You don't even know what to believe. You don't know what to think. You don't know what to feel anymore, and you just feel stuck. You feel like you are unable to move forward. You feel like you're unable to find someone out there who is you're going to be able to trust, that's going to love you correctly, the way that you deserve to be loved, the way that you deserve to be loved. Um, the thing is that on a vibrational sense, on a vibrational level, you're not asking for what you deserve. And that's why, that's where this grief comes in. That's where this needing to release and rest. That's where that intermittent period where you have to be single, you have to be alone and actually do the work. Actually do the work. Because if not, it's almost like you're on repeat. You're almost on repeat. And the good thing is here, what I'm seeing here for whoever I'm speaking to with this pathway and this child energy is that someone here has been doing that and they are about to accomplish that, which is going to take them to this new beginning here. This child, and it could be in the springtime because this child energy represents springtime. It represents new beginnings. Springtime is our birthday. So if you've been on a journey here for some time, healing, releasing, letting go of that anger, letting go of that grief, reprogramming, reprogramming yourself. And when I say reprogramming, it is a form of healing, right? Learning what you don't deserve anymore, right? Not because this is the thing. Sometimes you'll get, people, we've all been there, right? Well, we know we don't deserve something, but it's been a little bit too long without intimacy. It's been a little bit too long without, that flirting, that texting, and we'll give in to that wrong person. Um, if you and I'm not saying this to put anybody down or anything like that. I'm not saying that you need to be celibate for all this time or anything like that. But I am saying is that you have to learn from your mistakes. And if you're not, then you can't expect different. Okay. But again, back on track. This looks like this is someone here who is doing that. And I feel like this message here is to let you know that there is a period that is about to come very soon, where you are about to be rewarded, maybe is a good word, where you're about to be gifted, where you are about to receive what your heart truly desires. Because it's different. Sometimes in the beginning, you're not asking for what you deserve, but what your heart truly desires, you are about to be. I wish I could find a better word for awarded because I don't like that, but you're about to be given, you're about to be you're about to meet here what you truly desire. Okay. And not only are you about to receive what you've been desiring, everything else is about to flow in. And it's about to flow in easily. Okay. Because, and it's just, it literally all goes here with this Ten of Wands energy here, releasing all of those burdens of all of these people who have hurt you over and over and over again. Again, I said this in the beginning of not having to carry all of that pain with you. When you let it go, you put yourself in alignment and it flows. Okay. I'm seeing here in the future position, there is one more, like literally one more exhibit of strength that you have to do, or you have to show. And so it may be someone here who tries you, tests you. It could be somebody from the past, it could be a new person. Tell me about the strength card. We have the Six of Wands and the Page of Wands. Tell me about the strength. And the Death card. Yeah, it feels like one more test. It feels like, tell me about the Six of Wands. I keep wanting to say cocky. Yeah, okay. So it feels like it could be someone coming back from your past with the Three of Cups and the Six of Wands. As soon as the Six of Wands came out, I kept hearing cocky. So like receiving a message here from someone from your past, right? who comes in and they feel like enough time has passed where they can reach out. Maybe you're doing better. Maybe you're in a newer energy. You've glowed up. You know, with this high honor energy here, you're doing good. You're feeling good about yourself. And that's usually when these people or person tries to come in with the strength card, the six of wands, the page of wands, the three of cups, and the death card. That death card here is signifying that this is the final test where the old completely dies out and something new comes in. Okay, something new comes in. You're going to be able to resist temptation. You're going to be able to resist this person. And it's look at that. I told you. I can't even get the cards right. The Tower. Tell us more about here about this Tower. The Chariot, success, literally passing the test. King of Pentacles here. So it's like this person will come in and trigger you. Now, you know, somebody you've been dealing with the past for a long time and they haven't disappeared. This might not be for you. This is someone here who kind of feels that energy of someone coming in. Somebody before who very, I keep hearing cocky, very confident, very maybe ladies man, type of energy, and it could be a female as well, but somebody who knows that they can get what they want by speaking seductively, passionately, putting very little effort in, but using their words in a way that ignites passion. Okay, it's the best way to put it. And that's kind of like the final test, the final, you know, have you learned, have you grown, have you healed, you know? And once that happens, that then it's just like full steam ahead. The Chariot, the King of Pentacles here, the Tower here, then it's almost like there's no more waiting, is the best way to put it. There's no more waiting for the one to come in. And with the Lovers here and the Magician, it's going to come in. Okay, it's going to come in. And not only is it going to come in with the Nine of Pentacles here, everything else is going to come in. You know, it's really this Nine of Pentacles energy always gives me this energy of being unbothered. Now, it's somebody here who's enjoying the fruits of their labor. They are enjoying life in general. Okay. They are enjoying life. And I'm telling you, when you start to get in that energy of truly enjoying life, you're not looking for anything because you don't feel like you're missing anything. And that's when it happens. That's when the magic happens with the Magician, the Lovers, and the Nine of Pentacles here. That's when this happens. And this, yes, is representing money, okay? But it also, with the main male here in the high honor, is also representing all of the things that you are accomplishing coming in, okay? Or you're looking to accomplish. Tell us about the Magician. Two of Wands. Beautiful. You're going to have options. The Two of Wands here, but look at this. You're choosing you, the Empress energy, very abundant. Very abundant. Empress energy could also represent new love, a rebirth, um, abundance coming in here, and that's what you're choosing. Feels like someone is choosing themselves, and in doing so, that's when everything that you're manifesting comes in towards you. Okay. I would say this with this reading, this is just a reading here about like showing you that you have nothing to lose by dropping the past or dropping what's bothering you right now. Dropping what's, if I'm speaking to somebody here where you're going through a situation where it's burdening you, it's putting you in this grief energy, you really have nothing to lose and everything to gain by just saying, you know what, I really don't have to feel this way anymore. I really don't have to feel this way anymore. I can choose to feel it fully and then release it, but I don't have to keep this with me. And there's so much to gain by releasing it. I'm speaking of people who are going through divorces, right? People who have exes still in their energy, people who feel like they've had plenty of failed relationships. It's like this new journey or this new life is awaiting you. Okay. Does feel like a love reading here of sorts, but let's pull. I wonder if you guys can tell. I can't see because I can't see. I don't have my contacts in. So I've been doing a lot of squinting. Really cannot see. Truly cannot see through my eyes right now. I'm seeing in other ways, but not through my eyes. And there it is. Intuition. Intuition. Trust your intuition and know that what seems logical may not necessarily be right. The answer to your question lies inside your heart. Endless possibilities exist for you. Stop trying to work it all out and feel your way through. We, your angels, will guide you. Trust your feelings. What feels right is right. All right, so that's what I have for you guys. Take care.